Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm live on both YouTube and on TikTok. Today we're going to be doing some twin flame card pulls. We're going to be doing it both for twins in separation. We're going to do some activations if anybody's here. It's morning time. I'm a little bit bored. I figured, it's early. Let's pull some cards. Let's see if anybody wants an activation, and we go from there. So if you are here, if you're awake, come on down. Let's see what's going on at this point, and put your name into the box, into the comments. These card pulls are free. I'll do activations. So if anybody is awake, and anybody around, pop your name inside of the comments. In order to get a card, I'd like you to follow. Donations are greatly appreciated, but not required. Hello, hello, hello. Do we have anybody in here ready for a relationship pull today? Are we anybody looking for a relationship pull? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Clayton. Would you like to get a twin flame message pull today, or were you looking for an activation? Just put your significant other's name into the comment box. Please also hit the subscribe button. So, Clayton, what messages would you like? Can you give me your significant other's name on here, and we'll pull some cards, or did you want to have a activation? I do light language activations as well. Let me know which one works for you. Twin flame? Okay, can you put in your significant other's, your flame's initials or name so I can connect? And let's see what cards we have. Let's see which ones are calling us today. Okay, so Clayton and Christina. Let's see what messages we have for them today. Let's go for messages for the week. Since we're starting a new week, what messages do we have? Not too many. Let's go for some smaller amount. Never take the big bulk. Okay, got one. Let's see what else we've got here. There we go. Needed to prime the pump a little bit this morning. Christina. All right, that seems to be good. Hey, Kamal, good morning. Okay. So, Clayton, here's what we got so far. I feel like I can be my true self around you. You were the first person to make me feel this way. I'm done playing games. Please don't give up on me. And I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. Okay, so that's your first round. Let's see what else we can pick up for you here. I think I'm going to do a check-in card here. See what those current energies look like for Clayton and Christina. Okay, past returns, and she's working on breaking toxicity. Anything else we have here? Yeah. And this love story is not over. So I think she's kind of in where a lot of the twins are right now, which is for that their headspace. And at this point, she knows what's right. She's just trying to get there. But don't give up on her because, as I said, the past is going to return, which means that there's a potential. I won't say that there's absolute communication, but there's a potential for communication coming up soon. And let's see what the current relationship energy is. Christina and Clayton. Too many. I won't take it when it comes out in a bunch. It's too much. Spirit. There we go. Okay. That's the energy I want. Express your love. Right? So let's get a little clarity on that one as well. So if a communication or anything comes in, just don't be afraid to say your truth. Okay, Christina and Clayton. And let's see if we get any confirmations here. Okay, so it says a lot of heartbreak and pain, stabbed in the back, and relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth, right? So that's your advice. It's inner child healing, but we're in that butterflies phase, which means she's probably cocooning at this point, and probably you are as well. When that cocoon breaks open, you got to come back over here to the expression and express your truth. Don't hide it. So hopefully that resonates, Clayton, and let me know. All right, Kamal, you're up next. And you want to know what's going on for the week, correct? So, all right, let's see which cards we want for you, Kamal. I think the set here is calling me. Okay. Well, for coming week, what's going on in her connection? Okay, so here's where you're at, Kamal. I accept the way you are. You do not need to come up to my expectations. So it seems like you're kind of in that acceptance, forgiveness phase. So hopefully that resonates with where you are. So let's see where your significant other is. You're welcome, Clayton. Okay. Okay. So, got 4 cards for you here, right? And let's start with the first one. I felt out of control with my feelings. I needed time and space to regroup. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm trying to do this with my head, not my heart, so he's still in his head space. I realized I was selfish. I feel ashamed of that. So he knows what he did. Did I lose you? Now he's feeling the fear of what's going on inside his head. So let's look at some relationship future for you, Kamal. Let's see what this coming week shows in the energy. Relationship. All right, we got one that went to the floor, so that means it's probably something important and it's current. Okay, so Kamal, you got, this is what came to the floor. Express your love. This could be the one, but you got to free yourself, right? You're still trapped in your past. Stay optimistic. There's potential here. And this one also says religious factors. I don't know if that kind of resonates with you. And then we'll get a little bit more relationship guidance here for you. Okay. All right. So, talking, right? So, it's probably going to be some communication coming in at one point. Passion. So, there's a lot of passion, a lot of chemistry. And keys on the ring. So it's kind of player energy, lots of options. I'm not sure which side there is on this one, but just be careful and stay optimistic, but free yourself from your mental prison. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Kamal. And if you guys if you need to refer back to these readings, there will be a replay section inside of the live, so you can always go back and see it again in case you forget anything. As I don't know about you, but I always do. Okay, do we have anybody else today for some cards? I know it's kind of early in the morning. I'm just bored and nothing better to do on a Sunday. Woke up early, and so here we are reading some cards and maybe doing some activations. And give a few people some more minutes to jump in. A little sip of water, and then I'm going to pull a collective for the week. So hello, anybody who's just coming in. We're doing some card pulls for twin flame messaging, or just if you're in a relationship and you have some questions, we can pull some of those as well. If you guys are actually speaking, for the most part, most people that come to these are ones in separation. They're in confusion. They need a little bit of guidance, want to know some messaging from the twin's higher self as to what's going on in the connection. So with that, I'm going to pull a few for the Twin Flame Collective, Divine Feminine. We're going to get some messages from the Divine Masculine. So let's see what we got today. Okay, Divine Masculine Collective, what do you have for the Divine Feminine Collective for this week, coming week? Big week. We got an eclipse. We've got full moon. It's a full blood moon. We've got Purim, and we also have a devil comet. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Yep, Susan, I'm up. I'm bored to tears, so I'm pulling cards. This is the collective card today. Right here. All right, so this is what's going on in the collective for this week. This is the real thing. I know. I have old cycles, old wounds, karma, and old patterns to clear up. I'm working on it. And we aren't done. We have unfinished business, right? So this is what I've been seeing this so much in the collective for all my polls for everybody. It's all been about that potential. We're seeing a lot of potential for communication. The question is, are you open for it? Have you energetically gotten yourself open for it? Kamal, did that make sense to you? As far as is he the one? We could ask the angels cards, but never trust a reader for when they say, "Is that person your twin?" Only you know. But I'll pull you one. Hang on. So angels, is Kamal who she believes is her twin? Is he truly the twin? They just gave you the same thing I gave you, Kamal. They're telling you meditation brings the answers, which means they don't want to tell you. You need to tell yourself, which means go inside and try to figure it out what your heart says. So hopefully that makes sense to you, Kamal. They get really snarky with me when I ask these kind of questions. So, all right, let's see what other messages we have for the Twin Flame Collective. I'm going to use another set of cards I haven't used in a while. Trying to get some of the old cards out. So, tell me what's going on, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Collective, and in the relationship energies for the collective. Will not take that many cards. I keep on telling you guys that. When they come out in bunches like that, it means you're being a fumble finger. It's not a message. All right. Come on. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine connection. What's the energy? So there we go. Okay. Boundaries. You need to set better boundaries. Keep your energy balanced and protected. If needed, spend some time alone. It's okay to say no. So they're telling you, maybe that communication is going to come in, but make sure it's healed and healthy. Make sure your boundaries are there. And chemistry. There's a mutual attraction between you and another person. Sexual attraction and passion are very strong. Both of you are attracted to each other like magnets. Let's see if we get one more card out of there. And yet, I knew it. And this is a really important one here for everybody, because we all get to that space of loneliness and we're like, oh my God, when am I going to meet that person, or when is this one going to come in? And so what we got was patience. Let go of desperation is important now. Love will not pass you by, and everything is in divine timing. Don't we just love divine timing? I say that every morning, sarcastically. This card also indicates a time of non-action and stillness in a relationship. So, yeah, they're giving us more of the patience. Things are going to come in, but on their time, not our time. They love to reinforce that message. So let's see what some of the shadows are coming through are within this connection. So let's go to what's going on. More messages. Twin Flame Collective, Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine. Okay. Got 3 shadows coming out, and let's see what the shadows look like today. Okay. I pretended I don't care, and I feel that one's on both sides. It's not just the DM. I scared myself that day. Yeah, that's come up a lot in the last bunch of readings. And why is that? Because you guys everybody's in their head, both divine masculine and feminine, around that last conversation that kind of spurred everything into separation. And of course, I focused on you, not on the pain, right? And why did that trigger come up? It came up because guess what? We were in pain and we had a trauma response on both sides. And once you accept that it's a both sides trauma response, you can't just blame the divine masculine for everything. Unfortunately, divine masculine has the tougher job because it works through the lower chakras, and the lower chakras are a lot more dense, which means that they've got to go through a lot more dense experiences than we do, even though we feel we're like trauma bound. They have trauma, but just in a different way. So let's see what we have. One more message deck, and then we'll do some check-ins on energies. Let's see. I think this deck. Okay. So this is collective again. Okay. Any collective messages from the divine masculine collective to the divine feminine. Oh, hey, if you're watching it, you're on the roller coaster. I don't know if you can see these. All right, so if this came to your awareness, there you go. Kamal, if you're still there you go. One-sided relationship. I'm afraid of commitment. And I feel I can't give you what you want, right, or what you need. So that's the current energy of the divine masculine. They're still in their head. They're still, reeling from all of this. And so let's see what other relationship energies we have. Let's see what the love energies are between the divine masculine and divine feminine collective at the high level. Well, we had two just throw themselves out. Yeah, there's still a lot of options going on in that collective. A lot of player energy. Not enough. They're frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues. So they're still in their head. They're still in their ego. And they're still running. So let's see if we can get confirmation from our other set of cards. Divine masculine collective to the divine feminine collective. This week coming. Okay. So there's a potential for a new love coming in this week. But keep an open mind because it may not be in the way that you expect it. Now, just remember that new love could be your twin coming back in, but as a new person, not as the old chaser, runner energy. And let's see if we can get a little bit of timing from the angel cards because, the angels, they love to give us good timing. Okay, can we get some timing on this new love that you're showing me here? Okay, that's right, Susan. Never chase. Be a magnet. Okay, angels are saying don't worry, meaning we don't want to tell you. And we got two more saying romance is coming in. We see it right here on the big screen. You saw it here first, romance. And Kamal, back to you again. Listen to your intuition. They're just giving you a taunt at this point. That's why I call this my daily taunt, because they love to F with you. They're never going to give you the full answer. You're only going to get a partial answer. You'll get some tidbits. But for the most part, they're taunting you to make you change, make you worried, make you in that space of growing and being more in acceptance. So I hope you're giggling with me. They're giggling at me. And anybody else for a card? Susan, you ready for some cards? Alrighty. Yeah, and you're right, Susan. If you can't laugh at this stuff, then you're doomed, because if you don't have humor, you will hang yourself, because this journey is not for the meek. It's not for the weak, and it's not for anybody that can't fall down 50 times in a pile of mud and $1,000 short and not worry about getting it cleaned, and you just throw it out with the rest of the trash. All right, so let's see what we have for Susan this week, and I think we're going to start out with, where is Susan in her mindset this week with her collective. All right, Susan, where is Susan this week for this coming week? Okay, there we go. Let's see if we feel two actually kind of flipped up. So, needed to make a healthy boundary, wasn't trying to hurt you, and I wanted to run, but I didn't. I tried to make healthy boundaries, but I feel like you didn't understand, right? So, Susan, this is you this week, I think, all about the boundaries. If that resonates, let me know. And let's get your energies for this week. So, what's the energies for Susan this week? Ooh. Love energies for Susan this week. Ooh, one went right down to the ground. Give me any more cards. All right, let's address the one that fell down, which means it's the one that needs the most attention. It's in the immediate space. And again, it looks like for yourself keeps on coming up for everybody, and that seems to be for the entire collective. So, Susan, you're in that collective. Release your ex, right? Ain't nothing coming out until you release that old relationship, that old feeling, that old energy, and it's worth waiting for. And so let's see what's worth waiting for. So we're going to pull another deck. Okay, what is Susan waiting for? All right. Twice we've seen this in a reading. Let's see what else. All right, way too many cards. I'm not taking that many. What else is going on? If you're not jumping out, you're not. Oh, well, they're forcing me to take a bunch of cards here, so let's see what we got going on here. All right, so the first one we got, as you saw, is stabbed in the back, right? This is one we've seen in the collective already. That just means that there's a lot of heartbreak and pain, all right? Tick-tock, 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 just like what we like to see, that clicking on the clock. Yeah, more divine timing. Okay. Well, you're going to be getting some kisses. But we go back to the heartbroken, right? Golden mirror, so self-absorbed but mirroring. Karmic relationship, right? So plenty of triggers, lessons. No, you love to hear that one. Okay, they're scoping you out. They got the camera out, looking at the old pictures, the texts and stuff like that. They're in their head. Right? And this is telling you stop the pattern, right? The pattern keeps on being trigger, separation, trigger, separation. It's telling you, hey, it's also time to burn up in the ashes like the phoenix and be born anew. And what waits once you be born anew? And that's paradise. So that's your reading for this week. You got a lot going on. All right. Anybody else looking for a reading? Doesn't look like anybody else but us three are up this morning outside of Clayton. So it's like four of us were up and everybody else is asleep. It's a Sunday, you know. I got woken up at 6 o'clock this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. So here I am. Cheers. Have a good day, Susan. So I'm going to hang on for probably another 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes, see if anybody else decides they want to join, see if anybody wants a live poll. While we're doing that, I think I'm going to just set up a quick A/B poll so you can choose which deck you want and get some more messages. So start with message center number 1 and message number 2. Okay, we do message number 1, message number 2, message number 1, message number 2, and we'll pull one more from the angels. And I'll go pick some crystals. Okay. Message number 2, message number 1, or 1 and 2. And let's get some crystals. All right. And I'm going to put 2 crystals on each one of those decks. So I'm going to give everybody a few seconds to decide which deck you want while we're waiting for some people to come on. And as you do, use your intuition, pick your deck, and let's see what messages we get. All right. So if you picked this, which I believe is Rhodochrosite, first message is romance. Second message, tick-tock. Right? The romance is going to take time. Third message, I feel damaged and jaded. And fourth message, I'm so attracted to you. So those are the messages. What's the theme in this? That there's some romance coming in, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. But like everything, the angels are taunting us. It's in divine timing. Okay. And let's go to our message number 2, which is the Tiger Eye crystal. Great crystal for protection. Okay, message number 2 deck is listen to your intuition. Coffee cup, right? So we're meeting and conversing. So there's going to be a conversation coming in, feeling uplifted. I'm aware I sabotaged our connection. This was old patterns and defenses, right? So they're aware of what they did. Now it's time to explain it. And I feel you even though we are apart, right? And so message in this deck is, yeah, there's going to be some conversation coming in. Your intuition is going to tell you when that timing is right. And it may be tomorrow, it may be a month from now, it may be 6 months from now. But when you do, there's going to be some explanation coming in. So those are our pick-a-piles for the day. I'll probably post another one up in a little while, as I'm pretty bored. It's a Sunday. Doesn't look like I'm getting too many more people in here. So if anybody else has any other questions, pop it in here. I'm going to stay on for probably another 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll probably jump on again a little bit later when people are actually awake. I might go get myself another cup of espresso, really jank myself up. So anybody else for a card pull or an activation this morning? I'm going to give it another 4 minutes. I'm just going to put some random cards on the deck so that people will see a card when they're going through it. Ooh, that was a good one too. Hope that one's mine. Reunion. Look at that. And let's pull another random card. Maybe I'll pull one for myself, a taunt for myself while I'm waiting. So let's pull my own taunt. This way you can see how much I get tortured by my cards all day long. Just because you read them doesn't mean you know the answers. They taunt you like there's no tomorrow. So let's see what messages that I have for me today from my divine counterpart in separation, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing these cards, right? My divine counterpart in separation, what messages you have for me? I'll throw my dirty laundry out on the plate here. What messages for my divine counterpart? Oh, she don't want to say anything. Let's see. Any messages? Messages. Oh, we got one. Any other messages? Let's see. Yeah, another one of these reminiscings, right? I think that's the whole collective. Okay, I don't think there's any more on this deck. Let's see if we get anything here. Any messages from my divine counterpart? Oh, this one they did. Messages from my divine counterpart. Whoop, and one on the floor. Two on the floor. All right. I wish we could turn the clock back and do things over. Destined connection. Bump, bump, bump. You inspire me in so many ways. And you are the first thing, there's what fell on the floor, you are the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning, and I wish you were here with me now, right? See, I get taunted. This is why I call this my daily taunt. Let's see what other advice the cards have for me today. Since everybody else got theirs, I'm going to do mine. All right, cards, what advice? Oh, they're getting really cranky at me. She's like, don't spill my beans out on the table. So she threw the whole deck. And so I'm just going to do what I always do, pick up the pieces that fell, and we'll go back to shuffling and get another round. Anybody new that's on, if you'd like a card, please put your name in the comments. Okay. Messages for me. Oh, one on the floor already. Messages for me, for my divine counterpart. Messages for my divine counterpart. Another floor. Okay, I think we've got enough on this deck. Alright, let's look at the two that fell on the floor, the immediate ones. I sometimes feel intimidated by you. Am I good enough? I'm hiding the way I truly feel. Okay, those were the two that are in the current moment of time. And let's see what else we got. I worry about being able to come up to your expectations. Are you going to reject me? Are you mad? Not mad. I'm not going to reject her. I want to return. I will very soon. That would be nice. I didn't think I could be what you needed or wanted me to be. I don't feel this way with anybody else, and I'm waiting for the right time. Yeah, there's that divine timing again. So let's see what the angels taught me with in my timing. So angels, you want to give me some timing on this return soon? You can't make this shit up. You just can't. See what I said? They taunt me all day long when I ask them for timing. Hell no. That's not even a no, that's a hell no. So now I'm going to just check where the love energies are in this connection with my divine counterpart. So I'll put my laundry on the table too, since everybody else has. Makes for good humor. Any other messages or any other relationship energies? All right. So I've got. So again, you can't make this shit up. It's come up a lot this reading. Addiction, right? So codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. You know, who knows which side that one's at. I think we're both guilty of that one. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So that means we're getting some movement here, hopefully. And then I like you, little romance blossoming. So we'll see where that goes. And let's get some confirmation on the other relationship deck I have, which is the Romance Angels. And let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. Codependency, it's safe for you to love. Express your love. Do I have anything else on love energies with my divine counterpart for this week? Okay, again, how many times has this card come up? Anything else? Again, came up again. Same thing, new love. How many times has that come up in this reading this morning? So I think those are the current energies. Hope everybody got the nice giggle with me. They taunt me all day long, and that's why I call this my daily taunt. And with that, I think I'm going to close this out for the morning. I'll come back in a little while. Going to have another cup of coffee, get myself awake a little bit, and sort my card decks out so I don't get them all mixed up, which I sometimes do. And I thank everybody for waking up with me, having a morning taunt. We'll do an afternoon taunt or mid-morning taunt as well, depending upon how I feel. Cheers, everyone.